Hey guys, it's Johnny here from Nerdpool Collectibles, and I think now would be a good time to address something that I need to talk about, and I think it's time I make some changes. So, you may or may not know, for a little while, I've run Nerdpool Collectibles, and it's been something I've done on and off for probably about 3 years, 2-3 years now, to varying degrees of success depending on how much energy I decide to put in it at any one time. Basically, it's a channel where I sit and talk about statues and figures based around comic book characters, video game characters, and all manner of things in between. And well, let's be honest here, it hasn't really done very well. You know, at the moment of me recording this video, I've probably only got a maximum of about 160 subscribers. But that comes down to A, consistency on my part, just lack of it. And also another factor in the fact that I'm just genuinely not in a position where I can sit and talk about these things and buy them. I have many more things where I would be better off spending my money at the moment. And I just don't think it would be financially responsible of me to be spending £500, £600, £700, if not thousands, on these statues and figures of comic book characters, only for them to sit on a shelf somewhere in my home and just take up space, when I could easily use that money for more important things. And quite frankly, at the moment, I also don't have the space, because we have a very small home that we're living in at the moment. Once me and my wife move out and get a new home, that might change. We might be in a more better position for me to be able to buy these things so that I can actually do what I want to do with this channel. But right now, I think it's time for a little bit of a change. It's definitely no secret that what I've been doing so far just hasn't been working. Otherwise, I would be in a better position and I would have more subscribers and more followers and I'd be getting more views, which I'm not. And also, at the end of the day, I think I've spent too long chasing those things and trying to find different ways to get new subscribers and get new viewers and get that view count up and try and promote myself. And I kind of just feel like I was sort of pimping myself out a bit for views and stuff like that. And I don't think my content came across authentic. So basically, on top of that, I also don't feel like I'm necessarily qualified to speak about these characters and these statues that people are making of these characters, because I just don't feel like my back catalogue of understanding the source material and reading comic books is extensive enough for me to really pull on experience and knowledge of these characters to be able to create this content for you. So I feel like I'm kind of phoning it in half the time when I'm talking about stuff as well. So I think from now on, moving forward, making a bit of a change, I want to go back to my roots and go back to the things that I loved, which got me into all of these statues and figures. And that is, of course, the source material. And that is comic books and manga and anime and stuff like that, which I love all of these things. And I really want to be able to kind of get back into that more and be able to kind of share my experience of reading comic books and anime and watching anime and reading manga that I've just never really done. I never really shared that experience with you guys before. So kind of going on from now, what I think I'm going to do, sort of every week I'm going to pick a comic book, probably a graphic novel or a trade paperback or an omnibus or something like that. And basically I'm just going to consume it like crazy. Sorry, I don't want to get my shopping in the background here. I'm just going to consume it over the week and just really sort of soak in that story and the artwork and everything about it. And then I'll make a video just giving you guys my thoughts and feelings upon that book, upon that story, be it DC, Marvel, Image, IDW, whatever. I just kind of want to get a better repertoire and back catalogue of material that I've read and absorbed and enjoy, and actually really kind of just enjoy that process more. I've spent too long going, well, I'm not going to buy this comic book because I need that money so I can buy a statue or a figure, and then inevitably not buying that statue or figure anyways because I just wasn't in a financial position to spend that extra however much more that I needed on top of a $15 or £20 trade paperback of a storyline or something like that. So hopefully you guys want to come along this journey with me. It kind of maybe share your experiences with reading comic books and enjoying comic books and manga and anime and stuff like that, and give me some recommended reading. I'm very new to this. It's been a while since I've gone out and bought comic books myself. I've kind of had them either gifted to me or I've read some online. And I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that there's been so many like crossovers and events that happen within comic books. It's been hard for me to keep track of everything that's gone on. So I've just kind of gave up for a while. So I kind of want to just get back into that. If you guys can recommend some reading material for me to read and enjoy, yeah, I'm probably not going to tie myself down to any kind of major time frame. Probably going to do maybe one a week, maybe every other week, depending on what it is I'm reading at the time and time constraints of what else I've got going on. But I kind of just want to get back to having fun, not chasing views, not chasing subscribers, and just be me again and enjoy the things that I enjoy and stop chasing these get-rich-quick schemes that I seem to come up with. That drives my wife absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm constantly thinking of new different things that I can do to kind of bring in a little bit of extra money. Not that I'm necessarily in need of that money. I'm not exactly broke, but it's, you know, more money is always nice, right? So I kind of just need to scrap all that, go back to my roots and just enjoy comic books again. So I'm really hoping that the people that have actually followed me are receptive to this change. I don't have a particularly big following at the moment, so I can't imagine it's going to be too much of a change and I'm going to get too much pushback from people about it. On top of the fact that, you know, I'm still keeping within the same remit of what I'm doing. I'm just talking about the source material that all these characters come from as well. So yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy that and want to come along on this journey with me. Leave recommendations in the comments below, and, you know, likelihood whatever you recommend I've probably not read, because like I say, my back catalogue is not exactly huge, so I've probably not read a large majority of what you guys might consider to be great comic books. My kind of reading back catalogue tends to kind of fall within the realms of Marvel and mainly Deadpool. I am a big Deadpool fan, so there's quite a few storylines of Deadpool that I have read, but I might still go over them again and kind of revisit them and give you my thoughts and feelings on that storyline going forward. And just, if you want to come along on this journey with me and enjoy it with me, I'd be very grateful. Peace.